We have the Max Cal Fowler NSK. We're going to put it against a Moore and Wright, made in Sheffield, England. Very vintage, if you actually look at that. Let me check, make sure. Yeah, so going to go up against that. We're going to put it up against the Ellis Starrett number 230. So we're going to go up against that. We're also going to go up against the gauge blocks. I can't remember anymore, but I did research it, and I spent a lot of time trying to find who made this set. And I believe it was Fowler. I almost wish it wasn't, but oh well. But this is fairly old. They didn't even put their name into it. It's a grade B set. So we have a bunch of measuring instruments that we're going to see how accurate this this Fowler digital is. So let's start by clearing things. So we're at pretty close to 0 right now. All right, test, 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 test. Okay, we're at 0 on each of those tests. So I think we're bottomed out. So let's take a gauge block. Half-inch gauge block. Let's see how it works. Now, I don't know if you can read it. Let's get some shading. That's a half thou over. Do it again, half thou over. Do it again, half thou over. Do it again, half thou over. Again, half thou over. If you look at the very, very bottom right of the digital display, it's a half over. So that makes me want to go to 1. So I'll just, you know, give it a little wipe. I mean, that's not what we're dealing with here. Now we're 1 thou over. Oh, went to half again. Hold on. Half again, half again, half again. But it seems we lose a half regardless. Let's go really, really small and see what happens. So we go to 0.05. I'm going to come back and we're going to go and look, and I hope you guys can see this. But this is all zeros, no extras, no extra 0.5s or anything. We are measuring now from the gauge block set 0.05. And we're not focusing. Focus. And we're 0.5 over. So, and now 0.51. So, I'm going to call this 0.5 out at the outer edge of the caliper. As we move inwards, we're thou out. We're thou out, measuring from 0 to 0.05. So, end of it is, if you have one of these Fowler and NSK maxi-cals, you have to measure it and understand that you're dealing with a half a thou to 1,000th out across. What did I do? 1 inch. So that's what you're dealing with. So we're back to 0. I'm hoping that focuses. And what we want to do now, we've gone up to 1 inch. We want to go 2 inches, 3 inches, and 4 inches and see how far out this is. So here's a 2 inch block. Gonna come across, give it a little white, but I mean, you know what, we're not gonna measure that. And I don't know if you can read it, but we are out by 1 thou pretty much every time. Now to the 3-inch block. Takes a little bit when you get up to here. Let me get it. 1/2 thou. As I get inside, 1/2 thou to, yeah, we're talking 1/2 thou to 1 thou again. So it seems to be that the error, 4-inch block, it seems to be the error is all in that first 1/2 thou to 1 thou. So I'm here and I'm 1/2 thou again at 4 inches. So the calipers are good as long as you count for that 1/2 to 1 thou error at the very, very beginning. So big stuff, you're good. Small stuff, you better check. So now we have the next question. How good are the blocks, right? We wrote consistently 1/2 thou to 1 thou. So let's take the 1/2-inch block. And let's take the old Moore and Wright. I mean, I've had some tool scores and you know, some of this stuff, I love this stuff. It sits in a special drawer in my Kennedys. And I break them out when I want them, and I want to right now. So let's back this off. Good thing I got the right glasses on. We're going to a 1/2 inch on this one. Okay, so we're going to come in. We're on the 1/2 inch. I don't know if you can see it. Let me try and shade things. Maybe a little bit. But anyway, I'm reading this as, try again. Focus, you? I won't do what Ave says. Anyway. That is reading visually on the Moore and Wright, bang on the 1/2. I think my gauge block is okay. So let's try a second micrometer. So we got the stare it out this time. Gonna do the same thing, back it off to 1/2 inch. This one moves better than the Moore and Wright. I'm going to come down on it, get down to the clicker. Let's see if I can shade things enough, but I mean, that is bang on a 1/2 inch, right? This thing measures down to a 1/10. I would see what we saw on the digital. So my guess is the digital at the very beginning of travel is off by 1/2 thou to 1 thou. That's not good if you don't know it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for my current subscribers, and if you're new, I hope you subscribe if you enjoy the videos. Please comment and like and share. Bye.